5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, thanks for tuning in today to Tia Talks. Today is a beautiful Friday. Hope you all are having a wonderful morning. If you ever need any financial services are your needs, please feel free to reach out to us. Tia PAnn Financial. Sorry about that. I got a little tongue-tied, stuttered. Today is another Tia Talks takeover, and today the takeover is Becky De Leon with Becky D Beauty and Man John Studios. So I'm going to go ahead and let her take it over.
All right, you guys, thank you for having me much. This is an excellent opportunity. As she said, my name is Becky De Leon. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for the last 12 years. I recently, in 2020, became a beauty content creator. And yes, I am also the co-owner of Man John Studios, which is a full-service marketing agency. Right now, for the Women Unlimited organization, we have a great special for websites. It's only $500 for a complete website with all the functionalities that you need. You can have things like membership services. You can have your e-commerce. If you're interested in that, you can contact me. Or you can go to manjohnstudios.com/unlimited and you can find that special offer. So that's that. And all of this crazy stuff that I have here, this is what makes me Becky D Beauty. So as a content creator and cosmetologist, navigating that whole, content creator, it's new, especially for people my age, you know what I mean? Of course, the kids, they all know what's going on. They know what's up. I actually have to ask my kids a lot of the time, like, what's everybody on today? Or
so you can be on the...
Yeah, so I know what's going on, right? So I came up with the purpose of me becoming a content creator is because I saw a lot of really crazy, dangerous information getting shared out there as far as you see these different people who call themselves influencers, they're sharing what they call beauty tips and tricks. And a lot of the things that they're sharing are actually dangerous for you. If you don't use these products properly, you could hurt yourself. You could have to end up in the hospital. You could melt your hair off. You see people messing with hair color and bleach and stuff like that. So because I have the background and the education, I feel like it's my duty to combat that with actual real, accurate beauty information.
Right.
So for Becky D Beauty, my tagline is real answers for real beauty. So whenever you watch one of my my videos, you know that I'm sharing safe information with you on how to, explore the beauty world.
That's awesome. That's awesome because I myself, tune into the TikTokers that are older. Because they've got the experience, right? That's what we're looking for as a consumer.
Yeah, definitely. And also, too, I also encourage other professionals as well, because really when your clients, when your guests are more educated in the products that they're using, the services, they feel more confident and they'll go to you more because they'll trust you and they'll know what to ask for.
Right.
And then they also tell all their friends, oh man, I went to so-and-so, or I went to Becky D Beauty and she took care of me. She taught me how to put on my lashes, So it goes a long way. Sharing is caring. We've always heard that, right? Yes. So especially when, you've got knowledge that a lot of people could use, being a content creator is definitely an excellent way to do that, and a fun way. As you can see, I've got all these crazy colors and stuff here.
Yes, you get to play.
Yes. My goodness. So I kind of brought along some of the different items that I use. As a content creator, the way I make myself stand out is by creating crazy makeup looks, right? So in my background is I did a lot of work in the entertainment industry. I've done music videos. I've done editorial shoots for some magazines and just, different things like that. So that's what sparked my interest in just doing the crazy makeup. And I had always wanted to try it on myself, and it wasn't until I became a content creator that I was like, you know what? I want to make myself look like a crazy Lisa Frank leopard or, a crazy mermaid. Or, so yeah, it's been a lot of fun. not just sharing what I know, but it's also me as a makeup artist, as a stylist. It's helped to improve my skills as well. Because I hope to one day I want to be able to do special effects makeup, and I want to be able to be like a full body artist. Right? You've seen those, maybe runway shows and stuff where they have like the person come out on stage and the artist comes out and airbrushes them and does all kinds of like the body, it becomes the canvas, right? That's something that interests me. So all of this is actually helping me work towards that.
I think I saw like that Blue Man show.
Yeah, stuff like that, So let's see. I just wanted to kind of share, like I said, I share accurate and real information. And I can tell you, when it comes to makeup, one of the number one questions that I have is, what brush do I use for what?
Exactly.
What are all these brushes for, right? So I'm going to give a little brief
description
about what's
nice. So that's for what?
It's okay. We'll get that in a minute. So you see, and I have lots more brushes than this at home. I just kind of brought my little samples, right? So basically, right? So you see makeup artists and makeup enthusiasts, they have tons and tons of brushes. And the reason being, so with brushes, you got to remember when it's small and compact like this. I don't know if you guys can see, when it has a small head and it's flat and it's compact, these are your best brushes for applying the product. Like, let's say it's eyeshadow. You apply your eyeshadow, right, with a nice flat compact brush like that, and you pat it on. This is how you're going to get the most color. It's how you're going to be able to get the most accurate application and the least amount of what's called fallout, right? Every time you use eyeshadow, it tends to, get on your cheek. And speaking of that, that's another reason I always recommend do your foundation last after you do your eye makeup. That way you don't mess up what you already worked on, right? So you've got your smaller brushes for things like that, details, the application of color, right? When it comes to these more fluffy brushes, you want a variety of these fluffy brushes because these are your blending brushes. And you want one pretty much to be able, whatever colors you're adding, you need a new brush, right? A blank brush to blend it out. You got a blue, you get another brush to blend it out. So that's pretty much why we have so many of these different brushes, right? The larger, these are for like face. So the larger the brush, the larger the poof, right? The bigger the area of face that it covers. So these would be more ideal for, of course, so smaller one is to apply the product. The bigger one is to blend it out. So that's a general overview of brushes. We also have the fine detailed brushes like this. They have the real fine point. You can see that. This would be for your eyeliners, or if you're getting crazy, doing your little designs and whatnot. And then you also have like little compact brushes like this. Again, these are for if you're wanting to put it maybe in the corner of your eye. So you basically have to, whatever your need is, that's what brush you use.
Clean up the eyebrow, maybe.
You can clean up the eyebrow. And a lot of these brushes, when you go to buy them, they'll be labeled contour brush or this brush or that brush. Really, it's for the purpose that you're using it for. Like I said, the general rule is if it's compact, you're going to pat. If it's fluffy, you're going to blend it out. Yeah. So it's just, and you just depending on the size of the brush, that's the area of the face that you're going to, be able to use it on. So that's the general overview of the brushes. Next, I got to show you this. Okay, so I like to have, Marilyn Monroe back in the day had her little beauty mark right there, right? This little stamper right here from ColourPop, it's called a cutie mark. And it's basically a cute little stamp. And I just keep this on hand whenever I feel like having a little fun, right? See, you just stamp it on there. And it makes a little heart.
It's a little heart. How
Let me
cute.
see, I can even just put it right there. A lot of people, I'm going to be all glittered out at the end of this. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a little stamper and you just put it where you want it. You can put it right there. And that's it. Now I have a little heart.
Wow.
It's a cute mark, right?
So what other shapes do those come in?
Right now they have these in hearts and stars.
Oh, okay.
I believe I only brought my heart one. So we're going to have a beautiful heart all day long. Let's see. Now we are going to get to products that I use. So a big question when it comes to eye product is how do you get your eyeshadow to not crease? You have to use a good eye primer. I use the Urban Decay one. This one is a really good one. Eye primer is basically your first layer of makeup that it works to make your eyeshadow stick. So it stays in place. It doesn't crease. It doesn't mix with your natural oils. It actually creates a barrier between your skin and the oils so that it doesn't have a negative effect on your eyeshadow. So putting this down first, and let me see, kind of demoing everything on my hand. It comes in a flesh tone, and that's what you want. And you just apply a thin amount on your eyelid. You use your finger to blend it out. And a big mistake that I see a lot of people doing with primer is they use too much. You only want a very, very thin amount. Because what will happen if you use too much is it won't dry evenly and you'll start getting patchiness. So you'll have eyeshadow picking up in one area and then like completely bald in another area. Yeah. So that can happen. So you see the way I blended, you can't even see it. Yeah, you can't see it. So now I would be able to put on any eyeshadow and it would stay in place. So that's what I do to make my eyeshadow stick is I use a good primer. If you want to create a crazy makeup look, like maybe using some bright colors, you can get a lighter shade of this. They have this, it comes in white also. And what that does, it works the same as this. This is also a base product that you can use the same way. But because it's such a light color, it allows whatever color you put on top of it is just going to pop that much more. Yeah. So these are great products if you're maybe you have a performance coming up or you just want to try some crazy colors. These are the steps. These are the products that you would use first before you even put on any kind of color or anything like that. It's just a base to kind of like a glue, right? Yeah, you can think of it like that. And it, like I said, it completely helps to fight the oil that naturally occurs, on your eyelid, especially as you're going throughout the day. I know many of us, we hate the dreaded raccoon eyes that could come from, not having the right products. So, finding these, these different bases and stuff like that really go a long way to preventing any kind of raccoon eyes. Because oh my gosh, I've had so many instances, along in my journey while learning these different products where, I'm like, hey, you go in feeling confident, and they're like, hey, Becky, you got some stuff under your eyes. Like, oh man. So yeah, that actually helps to prevent that. Let's talk about these. I was explaining a little bit about this earlier. So these are called loose pigments. Loose pigments, essentially, all eyeshadows are pigment. The ones that come in the palette, they're called pressed shadows, right? Because they're pressed in a pan. These are loose, which means they're going to give you the most color when you put them on. The trick to working with these is you have to have a lot of practice, a lot of paper towels, and you want to use these with a wet brush. It helps to, once you dip it in water and you have a wet brush, it turns it more into like a creamy consistency, and it makes it a lot easier to work with loose powder pigments. And then does it dry like a clay, or? It dries like a powder. Oh, like a powder. It goes right, when it dries, it goes right back to powder form, and then you're able to go and blend. Let me see. I want to show a demo. Okay. We're going to try pink. I was telling her these are dangerous to open because if you don't do it right, it'll go everywhere. We'll be pink all day long. I'm a Barbie girl. Right? So that's what you see how bright that color is? Yeah, it looks so rich. Yeah, so this is why I prefer when I'm doing crazy. I mean, you guys can see that. Let's see. The color is just so vibrant. And so let me see. Let's take a little brush like this. I have a little bit of water. Another thing is there's 2 ways to use all eyeshadows. You can use them dry or you can use them wet. And wet is going to give you more color impact. So you just barely got to dip these things.
Just barely.
Mm-hmm. See, now it kind of goes on the eyeliner. So once that's dry, it'll be powder again. And if I had it on my eyes, I could blend it out. You guys can see that.
That's why it's easier to make those pretty designs, because it's like painting.
Yeah, definitely. Make a little swoosh. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it would be even more vibrant if I were to put down a white base on top of it. So, you know, these are just some little tips and tricks to using these products. People are afraid to use these loose pigments because it can be very messy, and it can go south real quick when you're in the middle of a makeup look.
And to take that out of something.
Oh gosh, yeah.
When you wash it, will it come out of your clothes, or do you have to use a special product?
Yeah, you have to be really careful. You really don't want to get it on clothes. That's how pigmented it is. So you got to be careful if you're using it. Protect your carpet, protect your clothing. Protect. Like, see, I just got some. Make sure I don't touch my face. So pigments are incredible for color, but you just have to practice with them and know how to use them. You know, like I said, I recommend using them with water. That way it's easier to control, and it just doesn't go everywhere.
I'm jealous. I want one of those hearts.
You want one? Oh, look, we even have
one heart.
Becky D Beauty the mirror.
Oh, how pretty.
So we got stuff like this.
You have a store, right?
Yes, an online store. We have a lot more products like this that we're making. We have mirrors. I have things like hoodies. We're actually working on my own line of glitters as well.
Wow,
we're going to be, I'll be talking about that in a little while, but we're going to be starting Becky D Sparkles. So you're going to let me clean this off for you too. Look, I didn't even notice that pigment got on the thing.
How cute.
Okay, so all you're going to do, make sure.
Don't I have a mold? Oh, I do, right there.
There you go.
Or just put it on top of it, no?
You put it wherever you want. Just make sure.
You go like right here.
Yeah, I put it right here. So when I smile, it's like.
Girl, I can't see, so let's see. Right here on this.
If you want to, it's a little bit. Got some fingerprints on it, but it's. I have an up close mirror. That one helps me a lot.
I'm a little poofy. Can you see that?
A little bit. It happens. So you're just gonna take off the top.
Okay, which is the? I can't see the heart. Just give it to me.
It's gonna go
like that. Okay. Right about there.
It's just hard enough, yeah. There you go. How easy was that? And now you have a cutie mark.
No. Cling.
There you go. And so see what I can do with that. We can move on to our next thing is glitters and jewels. So one of the things you could do that to fancy that up is maybe put a little jewel in the middle.
Ooh.
Let's look for.
One thing I see this girl on TikTok. She always like does this line like from right here.
Oh, the graphic liner.
You
know what? Before we get onto that, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Graphic liners that can be used to make so many cool designs. This is a well-used palette, guys. Well-used palette. So this is called water activated eyeliner, and it is what it says. You gotta get a little bit of water. And a lot of people make the mistake of dropping water directly into the product, and that can mess you up because it'll make the product way too liquidy, way too runny, way too hard to work with. So if you dip your brush first and then kind of like watercolors, right? You go and you activate it. Okay, so now it's eyeliner. Now it's ready to go. Now you can do some designs. You know, you can go like that. You can, you know what's a really cool thing? Everybody loves cheetah print.
Oh, yeah.
Let me show you how to do cheetah print on my hand real quick. So,
go to the camera and do focus on your hand.
Let's see if we can do that. So I'm just going in there and getting it. So dipping it like this helps me to get the graphic eyeliner into a creamy consistency. That's what we want to do. We want a creamy consistency that's easy to work with.
Let me see your hand.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Different products. So I'm going to go and I'm going to make a purple cheetah spot. They're actually super easy. all you got to do is kind of, you want to touch the brush, a little small tipped brush, to your face or wherever you're trying to make your little cheetah print design, right? A couple of them. And you just want to do just weird shapes. That's all, right? Because cheetah spots aren't perfect squares. They're not, you know, it's just a weird random
Patterns,
spot, right?
yeah.
So you can see that. Weird, kind of just pushing down with the brush to kind of just make a weird shape, right? Then I go in with my a black eyeliner or any black, and you're gonna outline it. You're just gonna outline it randomly. Again, cheetah prints are just weird shapes, you know, and there's no perfect way to do it. Like, there's no like, oh, you have to make a square or you have to use a certain thing. You're just kind of putting down a color as the main shape, and then you take a black or a darker color to outline, and you have cheetah prints.
Nice.
There you go.
Wow.
Cheetah spots. Instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually a very popular design, the cheetah prints. I recently did
I've
like
seen people do like just like a piece.
Yeah,
or,
here and there.
Yeah.
I did one of the Lisa Frank inspired ones as well. And these graphic liners are just so much fun to play with. And you can even use it as just a regular eyeliner, you know, to play with colors and stuff. That's very popular right now. The different shapes, the different, you know, designs that can go on the eye. It's just, it's a lot of fun to play with. And as long as you know how to work with it, it'll just be fun creating any kind of look that you want to.
So now I know that you have a show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you do a show what day of the week or what time?
Mostly Friday through Sunday is when I release new content. During the week, I'm usually putting out content as far as, you know, kind of like I did earlier, checking in with everybody. I let people see behind the scenes of what it takes to set up my stuff. And then just really spending the week kind of just talking to people. I'll get on my live and you know, just kind of share what's going on. And that's really how I've built my audience is just, you know, talking
so
to everybody.
If folks are interested in following you or learning more from you, where can they go? And
you can, we have BeckyDBeauty.com that's in the works right now. You can also follow me all across social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And all of those social media outlets, you can search the name Becky, middle initial D, Beauty, Becky D Beauty, and you'll be able to get connected with me, subscribe, and you'll be able to see as soon as I release new content.
So now, do you just do this for your channel, or do you actually take jobs? Like if someone's like, oh, I have this event, I need someone to help me with my makeup. Is that something that you can help with, or that you do?
Right now, I haven't as of yet. In 2020, I kind of stopped when the pandemic happened. Right now, I am available for hire, but mostly for, like I said, editorial purposes. So if you know, like I can get you camera ready, or if there's an artistic project that you're working on, that's mainly what I'm focused on right now. But I have a great network of other makeup artists that if I'm not able to get to a job, I have some great people that I recommend.
That's awesome, because that's what we do, support each other.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, because I can't do it all. You know, I can't do it all. You know. And so, yeah, it's great to, I went to school with some fantastic people. I graduated from the Milan Institute of Cosmetology.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. And, I have friends that went into specializing in, highlights and hair color, fellow makeup artists, estheticians. So they really shine in those areas. So whenever I can,
help them.
I'll help them, and I recommend. Yeah, definitely. That's also something that I'm trying to, when the website is built, there will be a section for that. You know, these are going to be Becky D Beauty recommended professionals, so that, you know, if it's on my website, you can trust that I've vetted them. I know their skills. I know their safety and sanitation practices. Great. You can feel confident, you know, when I recommend you to somebody.
Great. That's great, because, you want to make sure that person has experience.
Yes.
And that, they're not going to make you have to redo your look.
Yeah, right. Or, yeah, you just want it.
The last minute.
There's some videos I see, like there's this one girl that she'll go to the worst rated makeup artist in her city. And my goodness, has she encountered some bad makeup artists? Like it's from bad safety and sanitation to just not knowing how to use product. You know, a lot of people call themselves makeup artists, but you'll be able to tell by their work whether they are what they say they are. You know, because it is a lot of practice. That's why cosmetologists and estheticians, that's why we go to school to learn what we learn, because there is a lot of stuff. You know, it's not just about putting on makeup. You know, you have to sit down with the client and what are their skincare needs? What are their issues? Do they like to wear a lot of makeup? Do they have any sensitivities? You know, that way you can kind of navigate and gauge, you know, how to recommend product to them. Because I like I said in the beginning, I've seen a lot of people hurt themselves, you know, get rashes, get bad breakouts, get hives just from trying makeup because, you know, they saw something online and
they decided to try it.
It looks nice, yeah. So that's just a warning to that. Be careful what you watch, what you listen to. Even with me, feel free to go and research what I'm talking about. You know, that way you can, you know, be informed yourself and be knowledgeable yourself. You know, don't always just take people's word for what they say. Go and research it yourself. You know, that I'm a big advocate for that. You know, because it is a lot, a big responsibility on an individual's part to make sure that they follow up and, you know,
the sanitation is very important.
Yes.
It's very important because some folks don't even clean their brushes and then they use it on another customer. And
oh, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, that's a tip I can give you. If you're going to get your makeup done by a professional, you want when you see their setup, you want to see it should be nice. It should be orderly. You should have a fresh set of brushes for you. Everything for you should be new, clean, and orderly, right? Once we're done working with you, the workstation may look a little different, right? Because we're working. But when you show up, that's going to be one of the first indicators that you're working with a great professional, is that they're clean, they're organized, and also too, you want them to take time to explain stuff to you. People, a lot of times, people will just rush through doing clients and not explain a single thing. And then their clients walking off with watery eyes and, you know, different things. And because the makeup artist didn't even dare ask, like, did you have any allergies to a product, you know? So, yeah, you want to find a makeup artist or a professional that communicates well, that's clean. And you want to check out their portfolio as well, because sometimes, you know, makeup artists will tell you, oh, I can do this look, I can do that look, but then they can't.
Or they've never done it, so they don't have the experience. So what kind of adhesive do you use for those stones?
All right, here's the fun part. We're gonna get sparkly. So these, before we get started, like I mentioned before, I'm actually gonna begin selling my own line of glitters. We're going to be calling it Becky D Sparkles, and it's going to have glitters and gems and basically any kind of product that sparkles and shines. Becky D Beauty is going to provide it. And there's two different methods that I use for sticking these on. So the first method, it's always dependent on, well, what's it going to be used for, right? So the strongest bond that you can have, like let's say you're doing a dance performance or something that you really need everything to stay on. You would use this lash adhesive, it's called Duo. Duo lash adhesive. You want to make sure you get it in clear. That way, you know, you don't see it. Yeah, you don't want to see it because, you know, it does come in other colors. But so you want to specifically get the clear color. And so what I'm going to share next is actually going to cover two different questions that I mostly get.
Okay. Let me ask you, on the videos that you sent, is that in there?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and take a break, and you're going to see a video of what Becky D actually does, what the final product looks like. So let me go ahead and do that. Let's go to a break, and when we come back, we'll get started with the sparkle look. Yes. What is she communicating over here? And we're back. So let's get our jewels on.
All right. So before we left off, we were talking about the Duo adhesive. It is a lash adhesive, but this is a great way for your jewels, for your glitters to stay on for extended periods of time. And the Duo also lasts through sweating, through the Texas heat. I've tried this out myself. So when it's like 115 degrees outside, your stuff will stick.
You're going to be okay.
You will still spark. You'll be sweaty, but you'll be sparkling.
So if I go in the cocoon.
Oh, that's something. We're going to have to test that one. Hey, if it is that good, we're going to have to write the people of Duo and be like, man, your thing survived the cocoon.
Yeah. So you can go in the spa, go in the cocoon, you'll be okay.
Right? Still come out glittery.
Yes.
So
Okay,
with this,
so we're going to try this.
so you're going to apply it above the brow. I'm going to show you first on my hand so you know what to look for. Okay, this comes out as a little spatula, right?
Oh, okay.
You want, again, with everything smallest amount, right? So you're going to put it, when you put it above your brow, you're going to put a dot. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see how it's going to, I don't know if you can see that on camera. It's the smallest of dabs. So the tip.
Yeah, they can see it.
The tip for not just jewels, but this is also, like I said, it's a lash adhesive. So if you use this to apply false lashes, you want to make sure, again, you're going to apply it in a thin layer, and you have to give it 2 to 3 minutes to set, to start getting sticky. Because if not, it will slide back and forth. It will not stay in place. You'll have the hardest time getting that thing on there if you put the glue on immediately and go right into trying to apply the lash.
Slide on you?
Yes, it'll slide. So if you want to try that, like I said, you're going to take the corner and you're going to put it right there.
Little dab. Yeah. If I can do this, anybody can do this.
Right? Yeah, it's fun just to add some sparkle. Add some sparkle.
That's my middle name, Sparkle.
Sparkle.
See right here.
So also too, I'm using a jewel picker to pick up my jewels, and you're gonna pick them up from the colorful side.
Do
right?
you see it?
Right there.
It's enough.
I would put a little bit more.
I think I
Go a little, if you can, go a little bit lower.
right there.
Yeah. There you go.
There, right.
Perfect.
Yay!
Okay.
Step 1 done.
There you go. See how it's starting to turn clear? You don't
yeah.
want it to turn all the way clear because that means it's dry. So you want it just, I would say 50% clear, right?
Okay.
And then so I got my jewel. I had already picked it up with my jewel picker.
Let's see.
Bam.
We were doing a circle on me, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's the circles right here. And when working with jewels too, so for safety and sanitation issues, if your jewel falls on the floor while you're working on it, it's gone, it's dead. You cannot use it for your body, for your face anymore. It belongs to the floor. So don't try to pick it back up. Don't try to. I mean, you could put
Would
it.
you say that's 50%?
I'll get it a little bit more.
Return to the fan.
Right. So the edges is really what you want to look for around the edges of it. Just try not to get your hair in it.
See? Yeah, there.
Try
I
it.
see the edges.
Ta-da! Now you're sparkly. There you go. And it was that easy, right?
I want it to sparkle.
So with this, like I said, this is gonna stay on you no matter what. You're gonna have to actually, like I said, either go flick it off, with your nails, right? Scrape it off, or the gentler way is I get a little bit of olive oil on a Q-tip and just rub it right. It comes right off.
Okay. And olive oil is good for removing wrinkles.
It's got multiple great uses, yeah. And it's so too, whenever you're dealing with maybe you have a lot of people have a hard time getting off color waterproof mascara is hard. And you just the smallest amount, you just need a little bit of olive oil and it'll get it right off. And then you want to cleanse, you want to wipe away the oil with just witch hazel. And then you would follow up with whatever regular moisturizer that you use. Just always know this: oil is the enemy of makeup. So you always you always want to make sure that too when you're eating. I always take my lipstick off because it doesn't, whether it's color stay or not. If you're eating something and it has any butter, any grease, it's gonna come off. Yeah, it's gonna come off. So that's this adhesive with the jewels. This is longer lasting hold, right? So the next thing that I use, this is called NYX Mixing Medium. So this is a thinner adhesive, and it actually, you can work with it a lot more quickly, but it will fall out. It comes off a lot easier. Oh. And really, like, yeah, even, just kind of going to brush your face, you could accidentally knock a jewel off. So temporary hold, longer hold, right? So NYX Mixing Medium temporary, the Duo Lash Adhesive, longer hold, okay? So let's try glitter.
Are you a San Antonian, Becky?
Yes, I was born in San Antonio, but I was raised in Corpus Christi.
Oh, okay.
I moved back here when I was in the year 2000 when I turned 18.
Oh, okay.
So I've been back ever since. Started a family here. That's where I met my husband. So yeah, we've been San Antonio proud since. I was born in 1981, but then again, when I came back in the year 2000.
You've been here 23 years.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was in Corpus, I always did feel like I belonged here, like I should go back home, and that's really what drove me here. My family's from here. Everybody, most of my relations is here, so it was fitting for me to come back. Plus, the San Antonio fashion community, that's really who helped me attain these skills. There is a hairstylist that's named Sam Paniawa, was the first one to give me my shot at doing runway shows and stuff. And he was very helpful, and, he showed me what to do and just, showed me around. So it's been a good experience working here in San Antonio, at this capacity. So I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, so this is NYX Mixing Medium. This is really runny, so you're gonna get it and you're gonna put it on a flat surface, just a little bead. So this one's a little bit different. Instead of applying it directly to yourself, you have to put it on a palette, on a table. Just make sure your area is like clean, right? You're going to take, let's see. So remember I was telling you the different purposes, right? Different brushes. So you would take maybe a fine tipped brush like this, right? You're going to get a little bit of adhesive on the brush. Put it where you want it. Let's do a little bit more, right? Because we want to do glitter. So okay,
so you prefer that one for glitter versus the other one for the jewels?
Yeah, for preference, just because when I do it, I have to take it off right away. So I don't want something that's very difficult, to take off.
Okay.
But like I said, if I was gonna wear the glitter for longer term, I would use the Duo. And the Duo, look, I can show you the difference too.
You're gonna go for a jog and you need your glitter. Use the Duo.
Use the Duo, right? It's the same thing. I can put the glitter on here as well. So I would just put it in a bigger area. Right, so this one needs time to dry. That one is already ready to go. I need to hurry up and get glitter on there. Let's do a pretty blue one. So this is this is aquamarine. This is one of the colors that Becky D Sparkles is going to be offering.
Wow, that's like something my granddaughter would like because she loves mermaids.
Oh, she would love that. And I would take like a compact brush like this, something flat, put it in a little bit of water. The water is just so that it'll stick. I just need it to stick. Okay. We dip it, we get some on there, and then you just place it. And what I like about it is it's only gonna stick where I put the adhesive. And then so I would just brush away any extra.
How does that adhesive make my lid feel when it's dry?
You shouldn't feel it at all.
You shouldn't feel it. Oh.
Yeah, it should. If it's sticking at all, then it's not dry yet. It's not ready to use. So yeah, it shouldn't feel sticky. It shouldn't feel dry. You should feel nothing at all. It should be ready to go. And at that point too, that is what would tell you like you can move on to the next part of your whatever it is that you're adding on. Yeah.
Have you ever gotten one of those pieces in your eye?
Yes. Oh my God. yes, I have. So again, very careful with what you do. Yeah, very careful, and you have to like I had that magnified mirror that you use, right? Yeah, you want great lighting. So, you know, I have one of those ring lights that I use when I do makeup. You want great lighting, and you want to make sure, like I said, you want to be careful. You want to, you know, make sure that if it does go in your eye, stop what you're doing immediately and attend to that. Don't try to, you know, keep going with it in your eye. A lot of times it's as easy. I just get a little piece of, you get a Q-tip and you put some distilled water on it. And it has to be distilled because of, you know, again, safety and sanitation, right? And really, if you just go and you just kind of poke it on your, very gently, it'll stick to the cotton, the Q-tip, so it comes out easily. And another thing too, these are cosmetic grade glitters. Yeah,
it's not just regular from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, this is not crafting glitter. These are cosmetic grade glitters, so they're more safe, and that they are easy to remove if you get them, you know, in the eye. It's not too common, but it can happen, and if you don't know what to do, you could panic. You know?
I'm just wondering because it looks so full and luscious that I feel like it's not stuck.
Yeah,
but it is. Check it out.
Yeah, see it.
That's why that question came. I was like, if
yeah,
I blink, is it gonna go in my eye?
I'm doing that. Okay, 2 glitters came off, but I'm saying like.
Yeah, but it's not gonna unless
it's
you
not gonna
mess
fall
with it.
everywhere. Yeah. Unless you mess with it, that's there to stay. Okay, same thing. This is the Duo.
It's a dry.
Duo is super sticky. We're gonna have to clean up glitter after this.
I didn't bring the vacuum.
Oh, they're gonna be like, Becky was here. There's glitter everywhere, right?
It looks so pretty.
So yeah, see the whatever fell away from the adhesive, I just kind of brush it away.
And so, where do you get those? At Sally's?
The glitters or the
glitters.
The glitters, you can find them. They're going to be soon to be available online at BeckyDSparkles.com. But if you're in general looking, there's several great cosmetic companies that have glitters. You just, whatever you're looking for, like if you're shopping on Amazon, you want to make sure that you're looking for cosmetic grade glitters. That's the most important thing, because anything else can be super dangerous. Crafting glitter is made of a thicker material. So if it does get in your eye, it has the possibility of cutting your eyeball. You know, so this is
that's what I was like.
The cosmetic grade is it's a lot thinner, it's a lot finer, it's a lot, you know.
And it's toxic too if you eat it.
Oh yeah,
Get it in your
well
mouth
too, yeah. You don't want to eat. You don't want to be sparkling on the inside, only the outside.
No, but if it gets on something and you ate it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And too, I do sometimes I'll put lip jewels too. So you know, if you are somebody who wants to put sparkles on your lips,
is it like right here that they put them?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, we put them here. I just kind of line them up. I'll show you right now.
Come on, girl, show us.
This is what we do. If you want to play with some glitters, you're more than welcome to. Like, so if you put wherever you put this, like say you want to put it on your eye. Let me show you real quick the inner corners. Let me get you a brush.
It's sparkling today.
Let me get this one. Should be easy for you to work with. So a very popular thing is to put a little bit of glitter right here on the inner corners, if you're comfortable with that. If not, you can, you know, just kind of, you can even put it right in the middle of your little heart.
So guys, before we end, we do want to remind you that we do have social media masterclass coming up on December the 9th. We've got a rodeo breakfast coming up. It's a networking event on December the 10th. Today we have a Friendsgiving going on till 1 o'clock. And as always, you know, there are media spaces available for you to come out and try the media room. Take over the show. I'm doing a raffle for the rest of the year for folks who like, share, and follow my business page. You get, go ahead and message me, and you get the opportunity to be a part of the raffle and possibly come and take over the Tia Talk show. We've got about 2 more shows available this year, and they're waiting for you so that you can come give it a try.
Definitely, it's a lot of fun. This is something you want to come and do.
So let's see.
Okay, I use the NYX mixing media, and I'll put some more for you in a second. But I'm gonna pick it up with my little brush. Put it right there in the corner.
Is that gold on top?
I believe so. Yes,
I think that's what I'll try. I love that heart. I'm gonna have to get me some of those stamps.
Oh yeah, they have them. The brand is called Color Pop, and you can find that either online on their website or they do have it at Ulta.
Oh, okay. You don't have a store like where you put your links of the stuff that you use?
Yes, on the BeckyDBeauty.com. Anytime, that's the Manjan part of it. So my husband made it. He designed the website so that anytime I talk about these products, it'll take you to where you can buy them, and I get a little bit of a kickback for the affiliate program. There you go.
Look at that. It does make your eyes pop. I love it.
So let's close this up. We wanted to work with the gold.
Oh my goodness.
So there's that. We're just gonna put you a little bit of product. Smallest little bead right there. So you wanna, on this, you wanna let the brush do the work. It's flat and it's already ready to, it's kind of in the shape of the corner of your eye.
Okay.
Right? So you're gonna use like a dabbing motion. There you go. Just kind of put it where you want it. And another thing too, when you're working with the eyes, you want to make sure not to get it in your eyes. So sometimes it looks like the eye is lined very closely, but we usually go a little bit lower so that we don't accidentally get product into the eye, because it will hurt if you try to get it like that.
Okay, do I have it?
Yes. So now you just dip it.
The same one?
You can stick. Yeah, so since this one's not as strong, it won't. If I were to try dipping it with the Duo, it would stick to my brush and it would stay there.
Okay, guys.
Just dab, dab, dab. Right, and it'll stick only where you have it. So if anything falls off, we have the fluffy brushes and we just brush it away. Everybody's sparkling. Perfect.
I love to shine. Love to sparkle and shine. You think I should put a little bit right there?
Sure. Get a little dab, the smallest dab. And just kind of touch it. Touch it to the thing, to the heart. Can you see that went on? Is it shiny?
I can't see, girl. You just see the heart tapping on it. Can you see it?
Yes. So yeah, if you want to do it the same, just gonna shake it up. Same thing. You're gonna just dab it on there. There you go. And if you want to remove any of the bigger glitter pieces, you can kind of use the end of this to kind of move it away. Perfect. So that's what this end is for, to kind of move it into place. There we go.
I'm gonna have to buy some of these glitters.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm excited for this. Glitter and sparkle is really just me personally. It's something that I absolutely love, and church performances and helping out with things like that. That's the number one thing that I get asked. Like, oh, they'll be like, Sister Becky, can you please help us come and get glittery and
help us shine?
Help us shine, yeah. Like, so it's been something that's that I've loved for a very long time. So it's naturally it belongs as part of the Becky D Beauty product line. Oh, I love it.
I have one right here. I think I need to move.
So you can take
the stick.
The stick.
We're gonna have to have a sparkle party.
Oh yes, definitely. There's just so many options and so many different ways to put them on. Another thing that I use is stencils. Stencils help me to get exact shaping. I'm really good at replicating different makeup looks, but when it comes to like actually drawing designs and stuff, I do use stencils or different things like that to help me get a perfect.
Does it look okay?
It looks okay. Yeah.
There you go. And just like that, I'm sparkling. I love it.
So you guys can kind of check out. These are some of the different demos that I did. We got some cheetah spots with graphic liner. You see how good the
Oh yeah.
that's the pigment. Let's see if it'll come up. Yeah, see it goes back to powdery once it's dry. This is the NYX mixing medium. See, that stays.
Mm-hmm.
This is the duo. That stays. So you've got some great options for sticking on your glitters and your jewels. And again, this is just some excellent little accessories if you do, maybe, you're a dancer, or stage performances at any capacity, or if you're just fabulous like we are and you like to sparkle.
Yes.
You want to add a little sparkle to yourself,
Yes. Remember, you always feel how you look. So if you're shining, you're shining.
Yeah, and there's nothing. And then people say, oh, you're too old for this. No, you are not.
As long as you're alive, have fun.
Yeah, have fun with it. There's no there's nothing. There's no age limit. There's no rules or regulations on that. Just sparkle. Get your sparkle on.
Awesome. Well, I know across the bottom we've been exhibiting Becky's information, our information. So if there's anything that you need, we can help you in any other way. Like Becky mentioned, not just the makeup, they also have the Manjon Studios.
Yes.
You want to speak a little bit about that?
Yeah. So the Manjon Studios is the business that my husband and I have. He's the head graphic designer for that, and like I said, we specialize in doing websites. We do social media content and management. As well as, we do a lot of different promotional items for businesses as well. So really, whatever your business needs, if it needs signage, if you need business cards, if you want little novelty things for your business like this, Manjon Studios can get that done for you. As well as we have a special going on for the Women Unlimited. We have a new system for designing websites. So it goes beyond being just an online business card with your information. Your website, when it's built through Manjon Studios, will have the capability to allow people to actually do things on your website. So for example, if you have frequently asked questions, people can go on there, and there's something we can install that'll get it answered automatically. You can book dates, you can book just anything that you need done. We can build it into your website to get it automated for you, to make business easier for you, and to just keep people engaged on your website. You can even have people, there's memberships options as well that you can plug into your website. So like for me, there's one level that's free where people can see, the basic content that I put out. And then for $5 a month, you can have access to my online classes. So that's another feature that's very valuable to businesses. So really, whatever your needs are for your business, the new way of the Manjon Studios website that we're building it, we can basically turn your website into your own social media platform. It works just like that. And that way people are able to interact with you.
That's a time saver. When she was explaining to me that you can, if you know how to post content on Facebook, Instagram, whichever, that you should be able to post it on your website, and then it automatically goes to all your social media platforms without you having to go into each platform. And that's beautiful, because that's a huge time saver.
Oh yeah, definitely. And a lot of people are afraid of websites these days, because the traditional way of doing it, you've had to always go through a third party to be able to, if you want to make changes, if you want to update pictures, any little thing, you always have to go through, the webmaster. Right. So the way we created it, we eliminated that. So again, on the back end of things, it'll be labeled. So I have on the back end, I have a little button that says makeup looks, inspirational quotes, so those are my different sections of my website. I click a button, and just like the way a Facebook post opens up, you can add a picture, you can add the text, you go from there, you click post, and it's automatically on your website. And then whatever social media outlets that you're connected to, it automatically gets shared out everywhere. And so, like I said, it's very easy, and that way the businesses can take back control of their website and be able to put out new and fresh content every single day, because that is what's going to bring traffic to your website, is adding stuff every single day.
Right, keeping people engaged. That's awesome. Well, Becky, thank you so much for joining us today, for taking over, for making me shine more than I already do.
Yeah, thank you for
Coming
having
to
me.
you live today from Evolve Medical. If you need any spa assistance, which, you know, I always need spa assistance as far as massages, facials, all the good stuff. Their Cocoon, which helps, you know, so much with inflammation, medical needs, you know, that you may have, helps you feel better.
Yes.
And that's what it's about. Please reach out to them. They're at 210-999-5039. With that being said, is there anything else you want to share? We're about to.
Just make sure you can find that special Manjon Studios /Unlimited. That's for the $500 website for the Women Unlimited group. And you can follow me, Becky D, all across social media by searching Becky D Beauty.
Awesome. Well, Tia Talks out. Have a fabulous Friday. Peace and love.